Hey y'all, welcome back to the next episode of Tea with Bree, the show where the show. Who do I think I am? It's a show. I have my own show, y'all. Um, whatever. This is like the video series, I guess, where I drink tea out of a fabulous mug and talk about nonsense. And you also drink tea out of a fabulous mug and listen to me talk about nonsense. So yeah, let's get into it, huh? Because it has been a very long time since I recorded one of these. Because your girl is quarantine busy, that's why. But first, let's look at my mug. And this is how I know that it's been a long time since I recorded one of these. So I got this mug like 2 months ago maybe, and I have been dying to use it for Tea with Brie because it's so cute. So it's from Pier 1. I don't know if all Pier 1s are closing or if it's just the one near where we live, or like all of the ones in our area are closing. And so we just like wandered in there one day, and they had, so everything was like 70% off, and they had like 3 mugs left. And we actually found an S and a J for Sabrina and James. Even though this is Tea with Brie, my name is Sabrina, in case you're new here. So yeah, we got these mugs, and I freaking love this mug. Like it has like the perfect like mouth feel. The handle's great. It's like a good size. So it's like quickly become my favorite mug, and it was just some random mug that we bought for like $2 at a Pier 1 closing sale. So that's awesome, and I'm glad I could finally share this cup because I've been like putting it on the shelf and saving it so that I would have it free when I was ready to film. But then every time I'm ready to film, like something else comes up, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And I haven't been able to film. So here we go. Me and my baby sips. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Let's talk about that tea because it's so good. So this is is this the April? This is the April Sips by box. And it is currently like almost the end of April, but whatever. So here's my April teas made for Sabrina. So this one I am drinking right now, and I really want to just tell you guys because it's so freaking good. Whoop, dropped it. This is the Davidson's tea, and it is berry essence flavor. Y'all, this is so freaking good. So I just want to read you the description. So rose hips, hibiscus, chamomile, rubios, blueberry powder, raspberry powder, blackberry powder, and they're all organic. You can taste every single one of those, and it is delicious. So that is, I mean, I haven't tried anything else that came in this box yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That's my favorite tea out of this box. It gets 5 stars all the way. So some of the other things that are in here, I need to go order some of those. Some of the other things that are in here, this one is, I don't know, whatever. Talira. There's that, which I don't, it's not even mentioned on my little slip of things that they put together for me. There's that. There's dark chocolate, the French lavender. Oh, yes it is. Just kidding. French lavender. I got it. Oh, I thought that smells good. Oh my God, it smells so good. I might have to try that one next. I'm just behind on tea, so. And then I also got pink citrus magic green tea from Tea Kitten, and then their dark chocolate cookie tea. I'm pretty sure these are like the same company, but anyway, I think like cookie tea and Tea Kitten are the same company. I'm just gonna put that out there. Anyway, all right, that's enough rambling about tea and stuff. Let's get into like what we need to talk about, because there's just so much. Since we last saw each other in this avenue, at least, there has been a global pandemic outbreak, and everyone is working from home or going to work because they're essential, or fighting online for who's more essential or who needs to be doing what when they're out at the store, or trying to like price gouge you on masks or whatever. Like there's a lot going on. For me, like we are both working from home and we sit next to each other in the living room. We live in like a 2 bedroom apartment. It's not that big. Maybe I want to say I was looking the other day and it's like 1,060 square feet. So it's not huge. We sit next to each other in the living room and I am mostly silent at work. If I have a conference call, I go into the guest bedroom. But James yammers all day long. So I find this hilarious because he's like the least social person ever. And for him to just sit there and talk from like 9 a.m., sometimes 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. is hysterical. But I have noticed, like, I know like a lot of people are doing these, like, oh, my husband is the guy who says, let's put a pin in it or whatever. No, my husband is the guy who, when he's teaching someone math, he gets more and more excited the more complicated it is. Like he'll be like, okay, so we're gonna add 1 plus 2 together, and that gives us 3, as you can see. And he's like super calm and gentle. And then when he gets into other stuff, he'll be like, I can't even explain it to you, but like, let's just pretend that I'm saying real math terms. Is he'll be like, okay, so you're gonna take Pythagorean theorem, right? And you're gonna flip it backwards. And he gets louder and louder and louder, and I'm like, okay, it's not that exciting. So, so that's my observation. So half the time I work with noise canceling headphones on, so I can cancel the noise of my husband's excited math. It's cute though. So needless to say, we have rarely left our house in the last like 4 weeks, which, okay, I'm a homebody and it's totally fine with me to just be in my house forever. I know that at one point in my life, I went like a full 2.5 weeks without even going outside, and there was no quarantine. I just didn't need to go outside for anything. I don't care. I don't like being outside. I don't like the sun. I don't like bugs. I don't like weather. So for me, being inside the house for that long is totally fine. But there's something about being forced to be inside the house for this long that just kind of makes you like, okay. So it's fine, but we get super excited to go check the mail. We're like, yes, it's mail time. And there's like nothing in the mail. Well, that's not true. I have been doing an extraordinary amount of online shopping. And so every day we get a package. I think we're gonna do like a video and show you guys all of our packages, but the problem is I really want to like get into the packages right now, and I still have like 4 more coming. So I don't know if I can wait that long. I mean, some of it's boring stuff. Like I bought socks. Okay, whatever. Has nothing to do with the keto channel, but like, I think my online shopping is something that's been addressed on this channel before. So why not just be real about it? Let's show everybody how much I online shop. But in the time of quarantine, like online shopping is totally fine. We do need to talk about the package system where I live. It's trash. They like regularly don't give us our packages or don't let us get our packages. I'm tired of it. That's my huge complaint about where we live is packages and not being able to get packages. I don't know. I feel like living in a controlled access building is not a new concept, but maybe it is for this area, and they just have not figured out how to do that. But like how do people in New York get packages when they have like, you know, a building with a where you have to like, you know, hit the little keypad or whatever. We have a keypad. It's hidden. You can't find it. Nobody knows where it's at. I lived here for 4 months before I found it, so good luck, delivery drivers. Yeah, quarantine. I don't know. We just kind of like fell into this routine where we eat a lot and we go grocery shopping every other week instead of once a month. And I don't really know. I don't think we're eating a lot. We're just eating at home more. We used to eat out quite a bit. Like that's our thing. We like eating out. And so now we only eat out. We order out once a week. We order from this barbecue place every Friday night. And it's delish. I can't get enough of it. They have these like sausages that are so, okay. That's so off topic. Whatever. So we have like our little routine. You know, I don't know. What are you guys doing? Are you trapped in your house? Like, what are you doing to kind of like routinize your quarantine daily life. I've been watching a lot more YouTube, so for some reason, I'm super into watching people who live in foreign countries vlog. Lots of like teaching English abroad people. Oh, I know. My new jam is watching apartment tours in New York. It's like, look at our tiny 235 square foot apartment tour. I don't know why I'm watching this because I have no desire to live in a tiny apartment. Y'all, I'm from Southern California. We don't do tiny apartments. We do moderate sized apartments that cost the same as they do as a tiny apartment in New York. So but it's just fascinating. I'm like, oh, you know what it is? Okay, so here's what I do. I watch these videos and I'm like, I'm gonna build that in The Sims 4. And then I don't. But it gives me lots it gives me lots of inspiration for what I could build in The Sims 4 if I had like time to build or play in The Sims 4. I was just playing for like an hour before I started filming this, and I'm already like, I have other things to do. Can't be in here all this time doing this, but highly recommend. Um, The other part of my quarantine routine is my hair. So I've been trying out new things with it, and I kind of like what I did with it this time. I don't know if you can really tell in the camera like what it looks like, but it was just kind of like an easier way to have like my natural curls kind of come out. I like I did like a modified version of what's called a twist out. And it's okay. Like I have this like patch of hair that's like right here, and it never does anything. The rest of my hair is like well trained. Like I did curly girl method for a while. It's well trained. The curls just naturally pop out. But that little section right there, which is like always exposed pretty much. It's either exposed or if I have a ponytail, it's like buried. That little section of hair is tragic. It disobeys. It's just disrespectful to me and the entire process of my hair. So my hair has been looking like a mess. And when I did the twist out sort of thing, like I just kind of left the twists in for like a week. And then I took it out so we could go to the grocery store. Like I got fancy to go to the grocery store, y'all. Usually in the middle of the month, we just go to the regular grocery store and we get a couple of things, get some produce, and that's about it. Well, now that we stay home all day, every day, and we eat all food at home every day, we had to go to Costco in the middle of the month. So, I mean, thank God I have an executive membership, right? Because then it's more money back that I get at the end of the year. But I just don't really think I need to be going to Costco twice a month. There's two people that live here. This is ridiculous. And y'all, if y'all have seen my Costco hauls, you know how much money I spend when I go once a month. Imagine going twice a month. It's out of control. Frankly, I think I need to dial it down, but it's just so easy. I don't know. I'm really grappling with whether we're eating too much or if it's just that we're eating more at home. I will say that I'm still losing weight. So, I mean, this last week I lost 2.2 pounds, I think it said. So, I'm not overeating. I'm just eating more. I will say that on my last Costco haul, yeah, the last Costco haul that I did, we also went to Walmart, the neighborhood market. Walmart, do you guys have those? They're just like, it's just groceries Walmart. Which honestly, if we can get a just groceries Target, that'd be great. Um, on that video, we got like our first like nasty comment. I don't know if it was nasty, but this lady called us greedy. Did I talk about this before? But anyway, this lady called us greedy for taking 7 packs of low carb tortillas. And I think like I thought about it afterwards and I was like, well, I could have been a little more clear in the video when I said that like we cleared out the shelf because that's really not what happened. What happened was there were like 5 different brands of low carb tortillas. And of course, then all of the regular tortillas. Like the shelf was full of tortillas. There was no lack of tortillas there. This one particular brand that I like better than the rest of the low carb is like I have to drive far to get it usually. But we were at this neighborhood Walmart and they actually had them there. So I was like, oh my God. So they had 7 packs of that one brand in that one flavor. And I got all 7 packs. Now, mind you, there's still, when we left there were at least 7,000 tortillas left there. Uh, and so I was like, greedy, rude. But then I thought about it and I was like, I mean, I guess I could have been more clear about what I meant when I said that we like cleared off the shelf because it's totally not what happened. But then it started making me like self-conscious about how much we buy at Costco because there's just two of us. I mean, people don't know. Maybe we have tons of kids at home, but like there's just two of us and we buy like all this food because I just don't want to go back to the store. And now that I am going back to the store, I'm like, do I need to shop for a whole month? Can I like split it up? I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you guys do you guys shop for a whole month at a time? Do you shop 1 week at a time? Do you shop for 2 weeks at a time? What do you do? I used to shop probably every week and I hate going to the grocery store, so I stopped that. And then I saw I think it was Our Tribe of Minnie is the first one that I saw who does it, where Sarah shops for the whole family and she has 10 kids, y'all. So she does the whole family for a whole month at once. And then she said like she goes back to the store in the middle of the month for produce because her kids love their fruits and vegetables, which is like, okay. So I think that's where I kind of got this idea of like, I'm only going to grocery shop once. And I like it. It works. It's now that we're not in our regular routine of going to work and going out to eat, it has gotten a little more complicated, particularly because we live in an apartment and we only have one refrigerator. So previously, before we sold our house, we had a refrigerator in the garage and a refrigerator in the house. And we had a mini fridge upstairs. Don't get me started. But so that was great. Like we would go to, well, we had to go to Sam's Club because we didn't have a Costco. We would go to Sam's Club and like just buy tons of food. And most of it would go outside in the garage, and then we would only pull in stuff for 1 week into the inside refrigerator, and it was great. Now we only have one refrigerator, and I'm like, space is limited. So I don't know. How do you guys shop for groceries? I am constantly trying to make this better, and I liked my system before pandemic set in, and it doesn't really work now. And so I don't know if I should find a new system or if I should just like hang in there until this is over and then go back to my old system or what. So please drop some comments down there. Give me some advice because I don't know. I don't know what to do. Is anybody ready for summer? I am. I bought a new bathing suit. So, okay, this is gonna sound really weird. So, obviously, I'm like super overweight, like obese, right? And I know that a lot of people who are overweight have like body image issues. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't. Like, I don't really care what anybody thinks. But I will tell you that the one thing that I am self-conscious about is like really stupid. So I had shoulder surgery, and I'm sure you can probably see in some of our videos, like if I don't wear sleeves, that I have these like scars on my arm, and I hate them. They're so ugly. There's one on the back too, but whatever. They're so ugly, and they actually hurt. Like there's like scar tissue under them. And when they are in the sun, I feel them like, I don't want to say throbbing, but like I feel like extra like sun rays like beating into them. And for whatever reason, it makes me think that everybody's staring at my scars. And so I really just don't like, I don't have a problem not having on sleeves if I am on camera. Like that doesn't bother me because I can't see you guys looking at me, I guess. But I like every time since I've had surgery, every time I put on a bathing suit, like I feel like everyone's staring, which is like totally asinine. Like who nobody cares. I don't know. It just makes me self-conscious, and I often will just like kind of stand with my hand like over the I don't know. But anyway, that I bought a new bathing suit and it doesn't cover them up. and I want to wear my bathing suit. I want to go to the pool. We can't go to the pool because that would be like congregate gatherings, and so we have 3 pools here and they're closed. We have a movie theater, which is closed. We have a game room and a commercial kitchen and an indoor outdoor gym and a golf simulator. And they're all closed, and we still pay full rent even though we don't have any amenities. And it's not their fault that we can't use the amenities, but like I'm super bitter about it because we do pay an exorbitant amount of rent for where we live. And it's justified by the amenities, but we can't use the amenities. So this will not stand for the entire summer. I can't. I'm not doing that. Let's see. So the only thing left to talk about is school. What can I say about school? It's still happening. So okay, when this all happened, we were we about to go to spring break? I think we were about to go to spring break. We have a very early spring break at my school. We always do. So we were about to go to spring break, and it started getting a little intense. And I only have one class that's on campus and I have one that's online. And so my on-campus professor had canceled class because she wasn't feeling well. So I didn't go to class. And then like right after that, it just like everything ramped up. And then universities started canceling and sending students home and et cetera, et cetera. So we went all the way through spring break. And then at the end of spring break, my school was like, okay, well, everything's great here on our campus. So we'll see you guys on Monday. And I was like, excuse me? So like our school is right down the street from a major university. We're a private college and there's a major university that like literally if you stand at our front gates, you could throw a rock and hit it. The major university closed down. And I was like, if they have problems, we have problems. Like that doesn't make any sense. So so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to campus. I'm not signing up for that. And then so that must have been on Thursday. And then on Saturday, they were like, oh, just kidding. We're going to extend spring break by a week just to make sure that we have all our ducks in a row. But they still were like, yeah, you're just going to get an extra week spring break. That's it. And then we'll see you guys back on campus. Needless to say, we have not been back to campus. They have canceled the on-campus portions of classes. I'm pretty sure the people revolted. I'll just be honest. I go to a private college that is basically financially supported by a lot of rich people whose kids go there. And I'm pretty sure they weren't having it. Just saying. So I'm pretty sure that parents probably started calling in like, I think not. So we have not been back to campus. And a couple of things. So my one class that meets on campus has been, I'm really sad because it's like such a great class. I love that professor. Y'all, she's the one that I told you guys about how I like totally just threw my middle finger up at her class one year. It was an accident. It was an accident, and I stand by that. But so I have her again this semester, and I love her class. And I'm kind of bummed that like we can't keep going to class because first of all, I was gonna take her some tea from my Sips by box. And second of all, like her class is so fun and interactive, and like now we can't go to it anymore. And so she had to like transition our work to be online, which that in and of itself, in a vacuum by itself, is totally fine. But like, I just like sit down at the computer and I feel overwhelmed. And I know like, y'all, I know that I probably really just need to deal with whatever this like PTSD, like trauma, like I don't know what happens to me. I like go into like full blown panic mode. I know that I need to deal with it because I feel like I'm behaving like a child. But I just don't have time right now. And so I'm kind of I'm like super bummed that her class is online now. And I don't, do I have another class with her before I graduate? I don't think so. I'm not totally sure. I'd have to look at my plan, but I don't think I do. So that sucks because she's like my favorite. And I feel bad that once again, I'm not going to be able to give like maximum effort to her class because I just don't have maximum effort to give right now to anything mental health wise. So then there is my other class, which was already an online class. So just hear me out. It was an online class from the get go. And then spring break got extended. And so we asked her, well, she told us for original spring break that she was going to release our work for the coming week so we could work on it if we wanted to. But it was going to basically give us 2 weeks to work on it instead of one. She didn't do that. So when the spring break got extended, we were like, hey, yo, we have this extra time on our hands. Can you release the work now? And she basically was like, oh, I hurt my back. I can't. And I was like, what? Wait, what? You can't use your laptop? So she didn't. So she crammed the work into the remaining weeks. And so now we have like a ton of work. And it's just like one thing after the next. And we had to like evaluate a paper and it was not evaluatable. First of all, I don't understand what the paper was saying. Like, it was just a bunch of nonsense. And I'm going to be honest with you. My husband has a staff of tutors, and one of his tutors has a PhD in biochemistry, I think it is. And even he read the article and was like, I don't really know. And I was like, great. So there's like a text thread with a bunch of my classmates, and everybody was basically like, what is this article? Like, what is happening? Teacher's not helpful, and she's kind of rude about it. And it's just like everything piling on at once. And I thought we were supposed to be exercising compassion because people are going through a lot right now. Like, a lot of people lost their jobs, don't know where they're going to get money for their rent. They're eating out of their cupboards and like, don't have enough food. And here we are stressing about an article about nonsense. Then she announced that our final exam will be taken at home. And we're going to use the lockdown browser feature with the webcam that tracks your eyeball movement. Okay, you guys have watched this video. You've watched my videos before. You can already see that my eyeballs don't stay still. I look around the room all the time. It's just what I do when I'm thinking, when I'm talking, whatever. Like, my eyeballs don't stay still. So anytime your eyeballs leave the screen, it's going to flag it so your professor can check and see what you're doing. Because heaven forbid that you be cheating. Like, we're in a graduate program. If you don't think that I am not adult enough to cheat on my test, like, what are we doing here? Why? At our school, we have to sign an honor code. Well, did we sign an honor code for grad school? I don't know. I know in undergrad, we sign an honor code, and they take that very seriously. But, my honor code signature is still on file somewhere, so don't come for me with this webcam thing. But also, like, it records you, and they don't, like, what do they do with the recorded data? They don't say. Like, I don't think so. I'm not doing that. So my webcam is broken. And nowhere does it say that having a webcam is a requirement for this class or this graduate program. We're required to have internet access, and that's it. That's it, y'all. That's it. So, like, I'm not doing that. I'm not installing other software. Like, you have to install software on your computer that, like, I don't know where this came from. I don't know about that. And I have to consent to being recorded for 3 hours, and I can't leave the computer, so I can't go to the bathroom or get a drink of water in 3 hours. Nobody else can be in the room with me. Well, tough luck with that, because my husband works until 7:30, and there's but one room here that I can do this in. And my eyes can't look away from the computer, and you can't make any sudden movements or anything like that. Goodbye. Who invented this and why? Like, are you guys serious? It's college. First of all, I'm paying you like $1 million a year to be there. I'll do what I want. If I want to cheat, that's my prerogative. Go away. I'm not planning to cheat, but like, I'm just annoyed because I feel like I'm being treated like a criminal. Okay. Now, you guys have heard me bitch about this. I don't, I mean, I know. I shouldn't really be like talking poorly about this, but I'm generally aggravated with that situation. And I don't know what to do about it. So I'm just complaining because I can't go out of the house and complain to anybody else. So, but this summer I'm taking gastronomy and I'm so excited for that class. So, yes. I just want to report that I did actually drink a significant amount of my tea in this video. I know usually I end the video and like the tea mug is still super full. This one's really good and I'm kind of sad that it only came with 4 packs of it. So yeah, that's the ketchup. That's the tea. That's the ketchup. I want to know what you guys are up to. Like I just want to know. Just please tell me what you guys are doing during quarantine to keep yourselves busy. I know a lot of you probably have kids, so like you have things that you have to do, but if anybody is just generally bored on quarantine, please let me know what you have been doing. I've got Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. I don't have Disney Plus, but I don't need that. I feel like I'm okay without that. I've got The Sims 4. Should we do like a Sims 4 challenge or something? I don't know. I've got school, but I'm just bored. Like, been organizing the house, and I'm still bored. So, I don't know. You guys, let me know down in the comments what you've been up to during quarantine. If you're okay during quarantine, let me know if you're not okay during quarantine. I mean, let me see if I can like send you something or some. I don't know. I don't know what I could send you, but just let me know. Let your girl know, okay? All right. So finish up your tea, and thanks for joining me. Like this video if you liked it. Like it if you didn't like it. I don't care. Subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.